All right, we're back on the Miami Herald preseason football tour. I'm Andre Fernandez. I'm here with Coral Gables, Jontavis Testa, one of the defensive stars on this team. Breakout year for Gables last year. You guys went 11-2, got to the third round of the playoffs. Tough loss against the eventual state champion South Dade. But in a way, do you guys feel like, talk about just how you guys felt after that game. Obviously, it was a painful loss, but knowing that you were that close, how much are you trying to build off of that, and how close is this team from getting to where South Dade got last year?
This year, most definitely, we're practicing with the purpose of that purpose. I understand if we would have got blown out, but we were that close. 6 points, and especially with 15 seconds in the fourth quarter, we're breaking loose in practice. We're going against the best. We're really trying to grind to get it this year.
Overall, Jontavis, tell me about just this defensive squad. They were a big part of it last year. You guys were opportunistic, turnovers, flying to the ball every play. This season, who are going to be the standouts? And I know a lot of them are back. So go through the roster a little bit quickly and just tell us who some of the impact guys will be.
Emilio Gibbs, G. Stanley, Pooh Bear, Jared McGahee, Kenneth Herring, and Danny Dye.
And on offense, I know you lost the big key to that offense, which was Buddy Howell. But overall, I know you got a running back, Keno Mike. Is there anybody else as well as him? I mean, tell us a little bit about him, and also anybody else that you think is going to make this a potent offense. Your receivers are back too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Keno Mike, he's really going to be a big one, man. I tell you, he's young and he's very powerful. One hit and you don't wrap up, man. He's breaking loose, and when he hit the sideline, man, he's gone. Rashawn Waters, Bubba, he's really doing his thing, reading his keys. Kerry Wilson's really going to be a good one. With our wide receivers, oh my God, man, it's crazy. We don't know what we're going to do with them. We have Kerry Wilson, Damon Fuller, Kamari Gamble. We have a big four.
The quarterback position, who's going to fill that this year? Because obviously that's going to be a key spot to just distribute this and make this engine work on offense. Who's going to be the guy right now?
Rashawn Waters, Bubba. He's really doing this thing, man. He can't run, but he gets the ball out of there pretty fast.
Just accurate passing. I mean, can you describe his game for somebody that hasn't seen him play yet?
He's the perfect pocket passer. He knows if something's not there, he dumps it off to the right spot, and the ball is always on the money.
Last year, talk about just the tradition at Coral Gables. To get some of that back. How much do you guys hear about it now? It had been, I think, since the late 60s when Coral Gables was winning state titles, since you guys have been able to get as far as you did. And obviously now if you were able to win one, it would bring back all of that. I mean, how much do you hear that all the time when you're around campus, like, all the old Cavaliers kind of pulling for you guys to get that going again?
A lot of old alumni, from like the 60s and back then, they send Coach Potter a little note after every game. He reads it. He sits there and reads it to us, and I'm just sitting here looking like, wow, these, a whole bunch of old heads, and they're still around, and believe it or not, it's some old heads that really take the Cavalier Nation pretty serious, And, we have big shoes to fill talking about tradition. Denzel Perryman, Jonathan Vilma, Frank Gore, So, when we walk through the hallways, you put this jersey on, you have some big shoes to fill.
Those guys you mentioned, obviously, like you said, the great tradition. Which one of those guys, any of them that have maybe been a big influence on you coming up as you've become a better player growing up?
Denzel Perryman, man. He comes out to the practice, he helps me out with some of, what he's learning now in college. I really, really appreciate that. Coach Pollard, if there's anybody to look up to, I look up to those two.
All right. The schedule, if we look at it, obviously the Columbus game is going to be big. Potentially you could play them twice like you did last year. Those games were crazy. You had rain. It was like if you played through a hurricane one night, yeah, and then that great comeback the next day. Who else is on the schedule this year that's going to push you guys that you're looking forward to the most?
I'm really looking forward to play people that tested us last year at our weak spots. Like Killian, South Dade. Hopefully, I hope we see them. I'm not going to say them, but I hope we see them. But passing team that really threatened our secondary, because that was our weak spot last year. But we have got some newcomers that came in. They're looking pretty good. Our defense is really going to be a problem for people. We're really going to break people in the second, third, and fourth quarter. We're really going to beat people physically.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, man, and just this summer, what you've been up to become a better player, and tell us like your college outlook right now, what schools are offering you right now, and that kind of thing.
Just over the summer, I've been practicing on getting in and out of my breaks quicker and faster, getting my hips right, and getting bigger and being more explosive on contact. A couple colleges that have been looking at me. I got offers from Bryant University and Florida Tech. The Navy's been looking at me, and that's about it.
Your family, anybody else play college football in the past at any schools?
I had a cousin that he plays for the Vikings, Rodney Smith. He went to Florida State, and that was it. I'm going to be the first in my family to go to college.
And how's that like? I mean, obviously they've got to be real proud of you from how far you've come, and with 1 year to go, how focused are you on making that dream happen for you, for your family?
This last year, I feel like I don't have enough time. I've been saying it ever since my 10th grade year. I was like, the time is really clicking. I don't even have years. I have months. So, I'm really trying to go 110% at everything I do in class and on the field.
Jontavis, congratulations, man. We wish you guys the best of luck, and hopefully hope to see Coral Gables have another great year.
All right, thanks.
Thanks.